Hey guys, December 17th, 2020, and it's getting a little bit late, 2:30 actually. So this is the ribs that they look more like pork chops, but they were labeled as ribs, that I'm going to finish in a Dynaglo. They've been marinating for, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, almost 6 hours. So what I'm going to do to finish these off before I put them in the Dynaglo, and I just fired up the Dynaglo, we're about 150, about 170 degrees. I'd like to keep this about 165 for the entire duration. So, and I've already washed my mittens. Been crazy busy today with all this snow that we've gotten last night. So I'm going to start by sprinkling a little bit of brown sugar over the top of this. Just a little bit. And boy, I'm dropping it all over. Hope the wife doesn't notice. These are going to be kind of thick and gooey when they're done. And I've used this before, and I showed it in one of my, maybe 2 of my other videos. Is this rib rack sugar-free seasoning, chipotle. So that's going on next. And we're going to do this kind of liberally. Then I'm going to put some honey on top of it. This is not the honey that I've gotten from my hives. There's a story behind that maybe I'll bring up later. And surprisingly enough, hello Mr. Rooster, there's no garlic. But for the marinade, I used garlic, that chipotle seasoning I just showed you, crazy salt, Jane's crazy salt, and honey. And then we're going to take some olive oil to top this off, just to keep things a little moist. And I love olive oil as well. And I'm going to cover these in tin foil, but not super tight. I want some of the smoke to get into it, and the wood that I'm using today is mesquite. So we're going to close this up, and because this really isn't going good, it's going to be a smoke out. And then we're going to put it on a low rack. I've already cleaned the rack and set it to the level that I wanted. And that's basically it. Now, I'm going to monitor the temperature to make sure that it's where I want it to be. And that's not how I wash my hands before I touch the food. I did the right thing. Soap, hot water, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to cover this, or close this door up, and we're going to let this start going. I expect to eat around 7 o'clock tonight, which is fine. But if you've seen the other videos, the one especially, with the ribs that I made wrapped up in the tinfoil, smoke is killing me. This is going to be pretty awesome, so we'll be back. Well, I may have dropped the ball on this one. I let this thing go without supervision. It's about 180 degrees. I was feeding the horses and watering and so on and so forth. So now that I opened the door, the firebox got a lot of air, and it's cooking, so to speak. So it's starting to get dark. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good. Gotta get this door shut soon though, so I don't burn anything. Hopefully y'all can see that. Yeah, that actually looks like it's coming out pretty well. So I'm gonna get this finished up, be a couple more hours, and then we'll be back. Well, here's the finished product. Overall about almost 5.5 hours. And I think they got a little warm. And 176 or so internal temperature. Sorry. 177.3. So it'll be fine. So another success using the Dynaglo smoker. And you know, the package said ribs, but they actually look like small pork chops. It's not how I would have cut them, but they did come from a local farmer. And time to wipe. I don't honestly know if he sent them out to have them butchered or if he did them himself, but it was labeled as ribs. So anyway, just a real quick video on the Dynaglo, yet smoking some meat. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon.